Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here. Today we have another episode of Minnesota Twins franchise. So let's get right into the action. You can see how the playoffs ended up. We lost in the World Series in 6 games to the LA Dodgers. I'll give a recap of the playoffs. We won Game 1 against Texas, lost Game 2, and then won Game 3 and 4. And then we went to the ALCS to play the LA Angels. Lost Game 1, won Game 2, 3, and 4. Lost Game 5, won Game 6. And then we went to the World Series to take on the Dodgers. Won Game 1, lost Game 2 and 3, won Game 4, lost Game 5 and 6. So then we lost the World Series. So we'll head to the offseason, but first I actually want to check out the awards, something I haven't done recently. So Hanley Ramirez gets World Series MVP. Most valuable player goes to Prince Fielder. Well, this is AL. I'll go through for the NL after. So Prince Fielder gets Most Valuable Player. Cy Young goes to Anibal Sanchez. Brett Gardner gets the batting title, only batting .308. That's kind of crazy. Chris Perez gets Delivery Man of the Year. Charles Aoki gets Rookie of the Year. Prince Fielder gets Hank Aaron. Gold Glove for pitcher is Brandon Morer. Gold Glove for catcher is Contreras. First base is Teixeira, second base is Pedroia, third base is Longoria, shortstop is Brendan Ryan, so that's our first award for our team. Left field is Carl Crawford, center field is Adam Jones, right field is Jason Worth. Now Silver Sluggers catcher is Alex Avila, first base is Prince Fielder, second base is Josh Rutledge, there's another award for us. Third base is Miguel Cabrera, shortstop is Jose Reyes. First outfield one is Yoenis Cespedes, second outfield one is Brett Gardner, and then the third one is Adam Jones. We'll go to, this playoff MVP goes to Josh Rutledge. Now to the National League, playoff MVP goes to Matt Kemp. World Series, obviously, most valuable player Ryan Braun, Cy Young Matt Cain, batting title Joey Votto, Delivery Man of the Year Craig Kimbrell, Rookie of the Year Stephen Romero. Hank Aaron goes to Ryan Braun. Gold Glove for pitcher is Ricky Romero. For catcher, it's Christian Betancourt. First base is Freddie Freeman. Second base is Robbie Cano. Third base is Ryan Zimmerman. Shortstop is Chris Taylor. Left field is Christian Yelich. Center field is Craig Gentry. And right field is Jeremy Hermida. Silver Slugger catcher is William Swanner. First base is Votto. Second base is Phillips. Third base is Freeze. My bad. Shortstop is Troy Tulowitzki. First outfield one is Braun. Second one is Duda. And the third one is Andre Ethier. And then that is it for the awards. So let's begin the offseason. Shouldn't be too long of an episode. I don't think we have that many guys to re-sign. So guys are retired: Frank Francisco, John Roush, Koji Uehara, Lalo Overbay, Matt Thornton, R.A. Dickey, Colby Lewis. Anybody else in here? Dan Ugla, Pierzynski, Jason Bay, Lance Nix, Bobby Jenks, Torrealba, Ching-Ming Wang, Rajay Davis. What? Rajay Davis was only 35. That's kind of weird. Mike Gonzalez was also. So yeah, those are the guys that retired. So now we will go check out all the guys we have to resign. We have $31 million to work with, but we have 7 guys that are over 80, and then 2 guys that are over 90. So we'll start off with offering Brett Lowry arbitration. How much does he want? The Twins have reached their maximum roster size. My bad. So we'll go by potential. C potentials in A ball. These guys are like A potentials, but they're shit. So we'll release this guy. Shouldn't be too bad to release him. There we go. So Brett Lowry wants 7, 3. Well, okay, let's go 8, 4. So that's 12. 3. So that's 17. 18, 19 and a half. I'll say 20, 21, 22. So we should be able to get everybody re-signed. Start off with Brett Lowry. We'll offer you 8 mil. There we go. That's good. Ruby De La Rosa will offer you 4. That's probably not even going to be good enough. That might be good enough. Profar 3 probably won't even be good enough at all. Yeah, we need to add more. So like 3.7, 3.8. That's good. De La Rosa will up you to 4.5. That should be good. Those guys look good. Josh Rutledge, 2.5 maybe. He was the Silver Slugger for second base. What did he bat last year? He batted 289, which is pretty decent because batting title went to somebody who had batted like 308. So we'll up that to 3, I guess. 3, that should be good. We'll offer these guys arbitration after. Heath Hembry, 5-year deal. We'll give you 1.1. Oh, that'd be a great deal because he's a potential, and he throws really, really hard. Velocity is 99. Tyler Skaggs would be good to get for a long-term deal, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. If we can get him for 10 years, he'll be in our rotation for a long time. If we can get him for like 1 mil for 10 years. Let's see if we can get him for 8 years for 1 mil. 8 years, 1 mil. That decreases the offer. We'll go 1.5 for 10 years, and I might go up to 2 mil because down the line that'll really help us out. We'll try that. If not, we can always renew the contract. Oswaldo Arcia, my bad. We can just get him resigned for a little bit less, I guess. That's good right there. If not, we can always renew his contract. All these guys down here, I'm actually going to cut out right now, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're done re-signing all these guys. There's just these 3 top 50 prospects that I might want to get for a long-term deal, if possible. There, we can get him for really long. He's probably going to be our future second baseman. If we can get you for 10 years as well, yeah. And then one more deal that we have to make for 10 years. Left fielder would be good to get. There we go, and we're still under our available budget, so that's always good that we can get all these prospects really good, signed to really good long-term contracts. So even if they don't pan out, it's not that bad of a deal, and if they do pan out and they become good major leaguers, we don't have to pay them that much because by the time they reach that like 8 years, they're probably going to want a ton of money, but now they're only going to get less than $1 million. So De La Rosa probably need to offer you arbitration just in case. I'll offer you 3 mil. Yeah, 3 mil. We'll offer you that. These guys can always be renewed, and then these guys down here don't really care about. So Trevor May. Yeah, so we got 3 guys left. One's going to arbitration, and the other 2 can always be renewed. So not too worried about that. Big guys in free agency. Romero. We pretty much have our team set. I wouldn't mind getting. Let's go through our roster and make sure we have good positions, depth for everywhere. So we got Matt Harrison, Danny Holton, Vance Worley, Dylan Bundy, and Ruby De La Rosa for the rotation. And we got like Kyle Gibson, Tyler Skaggs. These guys can come in if needed, I guess. But Dylan Bundy's only 23 years old, and he's already 90 overall, so he should be good. In the bullpen, we looked pretty deep because we're going to have Kyle Gibson in the pen probably, or maybe De La Rosa possibly. But we got Ross Thatcher, Nate Jones, Junichi Tazawa, Casey Finn, and even like Dunsing could come in if we really need it. But we have these 2 big back of the bullpen guys, David Hernandez and Heath Hembry, who's if he does resign, then we can get him for a long-term deal. But if he doesn't, we can just renew his contract and go over that again next year. Catcher, we have good depth. We got Zanino, and then this is a pretty good backup catcher, 77 overall, B potential. He's only 27 years old. First base, Miguel Sano is only 22 years old. He's already 90 overall, and he's a potential. And we got him signed for another 5 years, so that he's going to be here for a very long time. Also, some prospects down here, and also for catcher, we have a couple prospects down here. I'll go through prospects for this. We got Kyle Gibson, Tyler Skaggs. Richie Perez, who just signed to a 10-year deal, I believe. Yeah, first year of a 10-year deal, so he's going to be in our rotation for a long time. Daniel Norris, he's 22 years old, A potential. Felipe Vargas, and I want to see what contracts these guys are on. Daniel Norris is on a 10-year deal for $500K. That's pretty good. In the pen, we don't usually have any good A potentials there. Catchers, I just said David Stassi and Franco, both on their final years of their deal. These A potentials down here, they're all in like 1 of 2 year deals. So we're building up a ton of depth. This Ryan Perkin, this guy's probably going to be our future second baseman. We have him for 10 years at $590K. So that's really good. And we also have Tim McRae. So Rutledge is probably going to be moved in the next couple seasons. If not this year, then the following year. Third base, we got Brett Lowry, Nolan Arenado. I don't know what's going to happen with that. We could play Brett Lowry at second base, move Rutledge. There'll probably be a trade coming up soon because we have don't want to waste away Nolan Arenado. We also have Travis Harrison. What kind of deals are these guys on? We could move Brett Lowry's contract. It's getting pretty high up there, but we have Jurickson Profar, shortstop. Also Nick Franklin. So there could be a deal put in place there. Also have Alex Hansen, who's on his second year of a 10-year deal. We have a couple of A potentials down here, top 50 prospects. Left field, we have Nick Castellanos, who's 89 overall. We also have Starling Marte, who's 80, and then this Miguel Hernandez, who's probably going to be the future of this position. He's signed to a 10-year deal, so he'll probably be here for a while. But Nick Castellanos still has 4 years left on his deal. He's only 24 years old, so maybe keeping him around. For center field, we have Jackie Bradley and Byron Buxton. Buxton has 1 year left and Jackie Bradley has 2 years left. So there could be something going on there soon. Right field, we got Will Myers, who's an 89 overall, and he's only 25 years old. We also have this guy down here, but what kind of deal is Myers signed to? He has 1 year left on his deal, so yeah. That is our roster right there. No, like, really big superstars. So I might be looking to trade for a big superstar if we can later in this episode. So we're going to simulate a little bit ahead up to... Actually, we might as well do our 40-man roster right now. Make sure the guys that we need on here are on it. So we'll just go through for top 50 prospects. What is going on there? So we need to put Alex Hansen on here. Whoops. So we need to take a couple guys off. Brendan Ryan can be removed. Vasquez can be removed. Nolan Reimold, you can be removed. So Alex Hansen, you need to be added. Perkins, no. We're just going to go through for these guys. Just for the top 50 prospects. Because I don't have time to go through for every A potential. We have a ton of them, so... If we lose one, A potential is not the biggest deal. I just don't want to lose my top 50 prospects, the guys that will really help our team out. So there, we added Alex Hansen to the 40-man. We're going to simulate up to the Rule 5 draft. So these guys cleared outright waivers, so they'll be off the 40-man. Reimold actually might be called up. Actually, probably not because we have a ton of outfield depth. So we're going to simulate a little bit farther ahead. These guys, whatever. So there we go. And simulate to the end of November. And then the Rule 5 draft is usually at the start of December. So almost done here. And simulate a little bit farther ahead. Past that date. We'll simulate to the 10th, and then I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna check coaches at the end of it all, and then we're gonna go to the arbitration time where we can check out the arbitration hearing and stuff for the guys that we need to. So yeah, Rule 5 draft. These guys were picked. No 80 overall. Let's just go see if there's any like notable names. No, just guys that I wouldn't know who they are. Trevor May, he's from our team, I believe. Any like A potentials that are way up here? Any good relievers? Nah, I don't think so. So I don't think we're gonna go out looking for anything from this draft. So we're going to skip our selection, and there we go. So we'll let this finish out because sometimes it accidentally, well, it picks it for us if you say simulate the rest of the draft. So we don't want that to happen. So actually, I am going to cut to the part where we're at the arbitration and the what's it called? What is it called? Just the arbitration. Okay. All right, so we are at the time where it is almost Ruby De La Rosa's arbitration hearing, so we'll simulate past that. And they decided with Ruby De La Rosa, so it's only 4 mil, which isn't that bad. So we still have 4 mil left, and we can just renew these two. Let's make a last ditch effort to try and sign these guys. Heath Hembry 1.4 wouldn't be that bad for 5 years, and then Tyler Skaggs, if we can get you for 10 years for 2 mil, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Let's go 1.9. Yeah, they're both like pretty much full. So we'll simulate up a little bit, see if these guys sign. But once it hits, I'll say the 25th, if they don't sign by then, we'll just renew both contracts. So we'll give them a couple weeks here, see what they decide to do. And it's not looking like anything's happening. So we're going to just renew their deals. So renew contract, yeah. And then see as low as we can go. Heath Hembry and Tyler Skaggs renewed deals. Hired coaches. We don't have to hire anybody. We still got Gardenhire for another year at a pretty decent deal. So actually, I'm going to cut right here and I'm going to go look for some trades. Alright, so I think I found a deal that is pretty good. It is Joe Thatcher, 86 overall reliever, left-hander out of the pen. But we do have Robbie Ross, a left-hander, and we're also probably going to use Tyler Skaggs out of the bullpen this year, so we'll have 2 lefties there. And then Joe Thatcher, he's B potential, 86 overall, but he's already 34 years old, so he's probably going to retire soon. So we're going to flip him for this right fielder who's only 20 years old, guys. Look at those power stats. His durability is 99. Look at his defensive stats. Like, this guy is going to be ridiculously good. Chris Bolden, A potential, 20 years old. His service clock still hasn't even started. This guy's going to turn out to be a superstar. So that could give us like options where we might be able to play some other guys at different positions, might be able to make another move for like some superstar talent, maybe package Myers and Castellanos together in like a huge deal. So we'll look around after that, but we're also in this deal, we're getting Brian Shaw to add to our bullpen. He's a righty, 82 overall, 28 years old, B potential, so he's just a little bit younger, so this is a pretty good deal. We're going to accept that, and I'm going to go look for some more deals. Alright, so I think we found another deal. I might change it up a little bit. So this is the deal. It's Nick Franklin and Will Myers. I'll try and see if we can get it for... Oh yeah, if we can get it for Castellanos, I'd much rather that. Well, Castellanos is younger. He can play third base. Castellanos or Myers? Myers is like even power and contact. This is a tough one. Which one to choose? Well, I'm going to trade away Castellanos. I like Will Myers a little bit better. He's going to DH for us this year, most likely. So we're going to Jonas Cespedes back in this deal. We're going to see what else we can get in this. The reason why I'm getting rid of Nick Franklin also is because we have Profar, who is going to be good for like the next little while. But also we have Alex Hansen coming up right below him. He's signed for an 8-year deal, so that's another big reason we want him to stay here. And big reason I wanted to get Jonas Cespedes is because last year we really didn't have any like middle of the order hitters, or top of the order, middle of the order, like 3, 4, 5 hitters. So we're gonna have Sano, who's like power against lefties is 99. We're gonna have Brett Lowry, Jackie Bradley's probably gonna lead off. This Chris Bolden guy might be like a 4 hitter. The catcher Zanino is probably gonna be a 3 or 4. And then we'll have Jonas Cespedes. So we're gonna have a stacked offensive team. So we're gonna do this deal. I'm gonna go actually look through, see if we can get anything else in this deal. If we can add like somebody and then get Parker back, I would really, really like that. But I don't think we have enough like guys that have big enough contracts. So unless we can, I think Brett Lauer's the only guy that has a big contract, big enough. So I think we're not gonna be able to get him. We might be able to get Dan Straley, but Dan Straley is like an average pitcher because we already have 90 overall pitchers, like 90, 91 overall. Dylan Bundy's probably gonna get up to like 95, 96, maybe even 99, upwards towards there. These guys have pretty much topped off. Hultzen might get a little bit better. Worley might get a little bit better. Del Rosa might get a little bit better, but Harrison is pretty much peaked at 91 overall. But I kind of want to go look after this to see if we can get like a starting pitcher ace, like 95 overall plus. So this is a good deal. Castellanos and Franklin for Jonas Cespedes. We're going to do that right here. And I'm going to go look for an ace as our third trade in this episode. Alright, so I think we have a deal settled out. It is 2 pitchers for 2 pitchers. We have a ton of depth in our rotation, but we don't have like superstar power. So we're giving up De La Rosa. I think we're going to give up De La Rosa unless we can give up Harrison. Harrison or De La Rosa? Which one do we give up? I say we just save the years because Harrison's 33. Because we don't want to have 3 lefties. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're also giving up Kyle Gibson. He's A potential, but he's already 28 years old. He's only 88 overall, so I don't think he's going to get too much higher. So I think we're going to get rid of him unless we can get like Alex Meyer. So it's going to be Kyle Gibson and Matt Harrison for Gio Gonzalez, who's going to be our ace this season. He's A potential, 30 years old, so he should have like a good 4 or 5 years left. But he's 94 years old. And then we're also getting this top 50 prospect who's 76 overall, A potential, and he's only 21 years old, Lucas Giolito. So 2 good pitchers that we're picking up and 2 pretty good pitchers we're giving up as well. So we're just going to sim the rest of this offseason. We're going to set our roster, and then this episode will be done with. So we'll go in here. So we got Gio, Hultzen, Worley, Bundy, and De La Rosa. That's our rotation this year. And then Skaggs is going to be in the pen. And then I think DeVries is going to be in the pen as well. And then Alex Meyer, you can go to AAA. Robbie Ross, Nate Jones, Brian Shaw, Janichi. We should probably end spring training first, because they probably have all the spring call-ups as well up here. So starting pitching, Cole DeVries. So yeah, those guys are all up in the bigs. Nate Jones, you need to be up. Brian Dunsinger down. Casey Finn, you can be up. These guys are up. Yeah, these guys are up. Yeah, these guys are all up. Nolan Arenado, you're probably going to be in AAA for this season at least. Hanson, you're in AAA good. Marte, you can be up. Buxton, you can be up. Myers, you got to be up. This guy's got to be up as well. You're going to be starting right field. Myers is going to DH. Oswaldo Arcia can be up. So that's 4 there. So good for that. We have 1 too many pitchers. It's got to be a righty we send down. Let's send down Cole DeVries. It's either him or Finn. I'll send down Finn. Well, I think we have to send down both. Might have to send down both. Yeah, we have to send down DeVries as well. DeVries. So we sent them both down. Hopefully they don't get picked up on waivers. So I'm going to go through and set these lineups, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have our lineup set. It's a little intriguing lineups, I guess. So first off, we'll go through it all. So Jackie Bradley against right-handed pitchers, he's going to be playing center field. And against lefties, Buxton's going to be playing. They're both really good options. Either way, both of them are very good options. And then Myers is going to be DHing in the second spot. Whenever we have no DH, Profar is going to come up from the 9th spot. He's going to bat second. And then Jonas Cespedes is batting third in left field. Sano is batting 4th in at first base. And then Chris Bolden has very good power ratings. So that's why I'm going to have him in the 5 hole. He's playing right field. And then Brett Lowry's at third base. He's batting 6. Zanino's batting 7, catching. And then Josh Rutledge is batting 8th at second, and then Profar is batting 9th at short. So I tried to mix it up a little bit. So we have lefty, then 3 righties, then switch hitter, then 3 righties, and then switch hitter. So it's a little mixed up, so we're not all like at once. So yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna go set the pitching rotation. So Gio Gonzalez is number 1, Hultzen, Worley. Let's go do that. And then a Bundy, then De La Rosa, Skaggs, long reliever, and then Robbie Ross, Brian Shaw, and then Nate Jones. Let's move. Robbie Ross can be a back of the bullpen guy. He's pretty clutch, so yeah, he's going to be there. And then Hernandez is the closer. Hembry and Robbie Ross are setup man. And then Tezawa, Shaw, and Jones are middle reliever, and Skaggs is a long reliever. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.